the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the Thursday podcast.
Hello.
Hey, we've dropped some huge news. Off the success of last year, the singles party is back, man.
Oh, my God. Tommy said to me, I just want to be single for one more night.
Yeah.
And I said, all right.
Yep, countdown's on.
I said, Tommy, shut up. Keep that quiet. We'll organise a singles party here out on Sydney Harbour, and
Shut
you just
up.
turn
There's
up.
love on the radio.
Oh, that's good. And then, Tommy, you turn up pretending it's just a work event, hoping to find a little lady for the night.
Lady?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, how
That's
dare
thrown
you?
me through a loop.
Yeah.
Or a gent.
How dare you assume?
Whoever
2025?
whoever you're interested in, Tom.
Thank you guys for
Let
being
the
here.
love flow.
Okay.
Well, Tommy actually threw a shingles party, which was very painful, Tom, wasn't it? But it was good to talk to people about the pain that you were going through.
Shame I couldn't see them as it was right near the eye. But
my God.
there is a vaccine that I'm now across.
Yeah, but the good news is this time next year we're doing a single shingles party.
Yeah.
Where you can only sleep with people who are single and have shingles.
In a lot of pain, but they get through it, every cloud. No, it's got nothing to do with shingles. It's a singles party, and it's going to be the biggest singles party ever on the harbour. We've organised a luxury boat, and you can be there to find love.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Yes,
it is
please.
brilliant. Because the last one, not many people know this, but we had 14 weddings and 28 kids have been born.
Yeah,
since,
a week later.
Which has been an unbelievable effort.
Better
So it's-
success rate than Farmer Wants a Wife.
I'd say so, Jess. I would say so.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can we talk about the authorities over in Bali? Because I've always wondered as well, because we know they're a little bit dodgy, but I've wondered, do you hit the jackpot if you get a job as a police officer in Bali? Because is that like a...
Do what you want.
Well, this is the thing. It's like a tip system, isn't it? Really? Because then I've got control here. I can get as much money out of foreigners as I want. Is that the way it works?
I haven't been a police officer in Bali for a while now, but I would assume there's sort of an unwritten rule that if there's someone and they're a tourist, so if there's somebody visiting, you have free rein to rip them off.
No, but I've always wondered if you're in Bali, right, or Thailand,
Yeah.
I mean, it's most Asian countries, but if you, in your family, if you get a job as a police officer, is that jackpot? Like, do the family celebrate and
As
go,
a good career?
Oh my God, we're finally going to get some money now because he can rip, some poor,
Get out
poor
there
officer off.
Get out there and find an Australian on a scooter and find them for nothing.
I remember once in Bali, Seminyak, on a scooter, and I must admit the first time wasn't wearing a helmet, pulled over, gave him 1,000 baht, which is about $40. The next day, had my helmet on, same bloke, pulls me over. He said, "You're not wearing a helmet again." I said, "I've got my helmet on." And he had a smile on his face, gave him another 1,000 baht.
You're kidding me.
Another $40 and kept going. He had this grin on his face, and I went, "All right, you got me
Here we
again."
go.
So then I had to avoid that road every time I went through Seminyak.
So, I mean, his family would be so proud of him. Do you get that? You got that Frizy guy twice, did you? Idiot.
Money talks. Money talks in Bali. There's a bit of a rort that's going on. A Bali rort. Have a listen to this guy on a podcast.
One of the great rorts was the Bali insurance rorts. You could go to Bali, right, and buy your travel insurance when you go, and then say you got robbed, so you could be insured for up to, say, $2,000. You could go to Denpasar police station, give them $100 to do a dodgy police report and say, I got my MacBook stolen, I got my camera stolen, I got my iPhone stolen. Take it to your insurer. I knew plenty of blokes that did this, and they would just pay you out whatever the value of what the coppers said.
Broad on.
Broad on.
Oh, Rort On. What a great segment for a radio show. Rort On.
Rort on.
Oh, my God. That's not a bad one, is it?
So your travel insurance is around about, I mean, you can get it from $80 to up to $180, right? And then you're paying another $100 to the Denpasar police, and then you're getting back $2,000 worth of gear.
You know where this was going on? COVID, right? Let's go to 2020, 2021. And let's say we wanted to fly into the US. We weren't able to do that, but what you could do, and I know people that had conferences in the US, but they couldn't get in from Australia. So what they would do is you'd fly to Mexico and you'd take a little bit of money in your pocket. You'd go in to see your local Mexican doctor and just say, I am here for a negative test result. Thank you. And then you would cross the border from Mexico into the US with your negative test result. Da-da-da-da, you're there at the conference.
What? Did you know blokes who did that?
Quite a few.
That's illegal.
Yeah, illegal, and I won't name them now. Ollie was one of them. Producer Ollie did it.
What? Wouldn't you want to
He
stay
wanted to go
in
to
Mexico?
Disneyland, so he went through Mexico.
Wouldn't you want to just stay on a beach in Mexico?
Oh, I don't know. You might need to be in the US for something, but that was the way in. Dodgy Mexican doctors. We've never done that as a phone topic in 14 years.
Wrought on.
Wrought on.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast. Chrissy's Clickbait.
I love that line from Ari, and I often say it when I look at your face, Whipper. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened.
What do you mean? I can't believe you happened. Like, what a gift. Where did you come from?
It's where you have to question the Lord, don't you? And God and His
So,
creation.
Congratulations
sometimes.
on your finest work.
And also, why me?
Yeah, why did I get all this
Every
generous
time we
offering?
have a crack at pottery, mate, we make mistakes, don't we? So does God.
Okay, where were we?
You know, sometimes you feel an unusual and, frankly, unsubstantiated connection to celebrities.
Yep.
And I feel that way about the trilogy of Gwyneth and Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson.
Yes.
I just love them. I respect them. I like the way that they've dealt with their breakups and the
move
new
on.
partners.
Yeah.
So I find myself today slightly grief-stricken at the news that Dakota Johnson, side note, daughter of Don Johnson and Melanie Griffiths, the more iconic duo from the 80s.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing. And Chris Martin, the ex-husband and father of Gwyneth's kids, are reportedly splitting up for good. And I just feel sad. Why?
That was a great couple, wasn't it? Like both of them are pretty relaxed personalities, and you just thought, that is a great couple. Yeah.
They're just cool and gorgeous, and I love that Gwyneth. I don't know. The three of them have kind of shown, and she's remarried to Brad Falchuk.
Yeah, the Felcher.
The four of them
Felcher,
have just really shown how it can be done.
Yeah, how to move on and make it work.
Yeah, and that there are no mistakes, and every relationship is a win for all parties.
Compliments to the Felch.
Tommy, throwing this out there. Yeah. Chris Martin performing at the singles party.
It's not bad.
Oh, out on the harbour. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That's huge.
And given that he is single now, he doesn't even have to perform. He can just, take a card and we can match him up with Leanne from Tempe.
Yeah, or Deborah from Maryland's. We've got Chris Martin for the night.
Chris releases a new single. I love it.
Sorry?
Beautiful.
No, not Chris Martin from Coldplay, just Chris Martin from Balcombe Hills. But he's
Very different.
I actually know a cameraman called Chris Martin. We
Do
could
you?
get him.
Do you
Is he
really?
single? Is he single? Does he want to come
I
along?
don't know. I'll check.
Alrighty.
I'll check. Moving on to another thing that I clicked on, which is not gossip related, but this is the whole point of clickbait. It's what grabs my attention.
Okay.
And I bring your focus to broccolini, one of the great
Vegetables.
inventions. Yeah, because I didn't have broccolini growing up, and it is my favourite.
Yeah, it's just broccoli,
What's the
wasn't it?
difference between broccoli and broccolini?
Broccolini.
Well, but broccoli is the full size thing.
Yeah.
Broccolini. And I'm glad that you asked that question because broccolini is different to baby broccoli. And you may see in the supermarket baby broccoli or broccolini. Now, broccolini is a brand name.
Oh, is it?
Yes, broccolini has been trademarked by the people that invented it.
Gotcha.
It is
'Cause
baby
it's a
broccoli,
it's a
but
spin-off.
it's a bit, it's a
Can
bit
I ask
stemmier.
another question, Chrissy? Can you
Certainly.
Can you get cauliflini?
Ooh. Oh, I think you can.
Because cauliflower and broccoli are very similar.
Yeah.
I
Is
agree.
there
They are a
cauli-
cruciferous vegetable.
Such a good word.
What's a baby cauliflower then? Is it cauliflini?
I feel like there is baby cauliflower. There is cauliflini, but I think you've got to go to a very fancy shop to
See,
get it.
I'll
Whereas
do-
broccolini can be caught anywhere.
I'll do broccolini on the barbecue, Swanee. I do it on the hot plate with lemon and salt.
You are so
That's me.
up
And I'm
yourself
not
in the
here.
Doesn't
culinary.
work.
I'm not here to show off, but I'll get the 4-burner going and do broccolini on it.
Tell you what, if I'm rocking up
think
to
you are
your
here to
place
show
to have a plate of
Broccolini.
grilled broccolini, I'm leaving straight away.
You're
that's
lucky
for
to
sure.
get an invite.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast. Last year, sparks flew.
I've been single for years now. It's hard out there. You guys should host an event. Get all us singles together.
Hearts raced.
I support the singles party wholeheartedly, and I think Sydney does too.
And love was actually in the air.
Have you liked what you've seen so far, Tatiana? Is it a good night?
Yes, very much so. Thank you.
And now, it's back. Fitzy, Whipper and Kate Ritchie's singles party returns. One night, one room, 100 chances to find the one. Fitzy, Whipper and Kate Ritchie's singles party.
Coming soon to 9. Hey, this is so good, guys. We get a lot of phone calls, and the segment we've run for quite a long time now is traffic dating on this show, and we know there are people out there looking for love. Last year, Chrissy Swan, you weren't there. You're not going to believe it. Before the slow dance took place, there were 2 couples in particular that already held hands and they'd wandered off because they were having such a good time together. This is the power of the singles party, and it's back again, 2025, bigger and better.
Chrissy, it was such an eclectic mix of people that we had there. We had sort of, we had an older grey gentleman who he had been married, lovely man, and he was looking for love and was really looking for love. Then we sort of had, I don't know, it was a real weird mix. We had, ladies who'd been lucky in love. We'd had private school boys. It was all over the shop, wasn't it,
Yeah.
Whip? It was an amazing night.
But that's the great thing about it.
Do you facilitate
Yeah.
anything? Like, are there icebreakers or like pass the frozen orange
Yeah.
or, the lifesavers with the toothpick game?
Yes, we do that.
Love Sack.
there's-
Love Sack's always
Yes.
a great game. Yep.
There's
Love
many...
sack, did you say?
How does Love Sack work, mate?
Well, that's where you get 2 people have to wiggle their way into a sleeping bag on stage.
With their hands behind their back?
Yeah, with their hands behind their back.
And do you play the B-52's Love Sack?
Sack.
Baby, love sack.
I love
Yes,
the
that's
idea.
it.
I mean, we might get to that, Fitz, by the end of the night. We might play Love Sack. It normally starts with a few basic games. What we do too, Swanee, which we did last year, was we work through everybody that applies to be at our single party. We go through the finest of details and we become matchmaker. So when you turn up...
Really?
Yeah, there will be a 1+1 type opportunity. So if we decide behind the scenes that Sally and Craig are best together, then you'll have to go and meet Craig when you arrive, Sally.
Look, I want in on this. Can I come?
Yeah, we need you here.
We need
you here.
We have
Send
to
me
have
the
you.
dossiers to consult this.
Do you know what we're also going to do too? Can I talk about that, Tommy, behind the scenes?
Where we're having
With
the party?
No, not yet. That's another big announcement.
Okay.
The website.
Yeah.
So what we've put together is a website. So when you register, your photo will come up on a platform where you'll be able to spin the wheel and it will automatically match you with who you're most suited to. You can then...
Very advanced.
Yeah, it is, Swanee. You can then register your interest in that person.
It's not that.
wow.
advanced. It's just a wheel spins
No,
a wheel
it's not,
and whoever
mate.
rocks up just rocks
No,
up.
no,
mate.
no, no, no. You
Is it
got it
like
wrong.
is it a Temu wheel?
No, it's not a
just
Temu wheel.
enough.
It's the most advanced love matching and pairing software out there.
Yeah,
That's what we've
You've,
said.
you've
Yeah.
won free shipping. No. Talking of shipping, great segue, Fitzy, because this year's bigger than ever. This year we are going to have our singles party on board a luxurious yacht on the iconic Sydney Harbour.
Oh, where do you reckon we'll pull up,
What?
Tommy? Mrs. Macquarie's chair or something like that?
Everywhere.
Oh my God!
Everywhere, all
can I
over the
provide
harbour.
some entertainment? Everyone goes quiet, and I do a word perfect rendition of Duran Duran's Rio.
Would you mind?
Which was also would I mind?
I didn't think we'd get there, but I didn't know how to ask, Swatty, but I'm glad you volunteered.
Do you want to
How
dress
wonderful!
You could dress up as a backup dancer for Duran Duran as well if you want, Chrissy.
I'm going to come as Simon Le Bon.
Let's do it. Okay, so like we said, you need to register. Now you do that via the Nova Player app or online at novafm.com.au. And don't forget, you can bring someone with you. I mean, we would love for you to bring a single friend with you as well. But register. If you want to have a great night out, this is a brilliant night. Nova Player app or online at Nova FM.
All right, get involved, singles.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What would you call the female leader of a gang?
Oh, the...
is it like a gangstress?
Mobstress?
This is an unbelievable story. Unbelievable story. A woman accused of orchestrating a smash and grab crime spree across Western Sydney has been arrested. Now, she recruited young men to carry out the smash and grabs. That's a fair bit of power, isn't it?
God, what's she got going on that she can tell a man to break the law?
40 businesses were hit in a string of late-night break-ins using hammers and teenage accomplices. Like, how's this? Like, food outlets in Caddons, 4 stores including a nail salon in Jordan Springs, several shops in the St Clair shopping village. This woman recruited the boys and they all went out. Bang. Let's do this. We're on.
Hey, lads.
A Suzuki Swift believed to have been used during the break-ins has also been seized.
That was the first crime. Getting all the lads into the Swift as your getaway vehicle.
It's like that's a fair bit of power. Just to I don't know, just to go, okay, boys, let's go get a gang together.
Yep.
And tonight we're hitting these stores and we're going bang. Damage bill to be around $150,000 with goods, cash, and personal items were stolen.
Jeez. And then when they jump back in the Swift, Swift is heavy and going slow again. Do they then go back to the warehouse? The roller door opens and she's just there waiting for them. Going, have you done your job, boys?
She's 42 years of age. She was the mastermind behind the spree. She was arrested alongside an 18-year-old man. She's got a younger man with her at a supermarket in Winmalee just after 3 a.m. this morning.
Right, so she had recruited someone else to be her boyfriend.
It's like...
you would assume a lot younger, in fact.
That's wielding It's wielding a fair bit of power to go, I need more in this gang. Go, fly my pretties. Go and find me more men.
Yeah, is that your boyfriend? No, he's one of the gang members. I'm in charge here.
Yeah.
It's be a good movie, isn't it? Is she really attractive by any chance? Is she...
I don't know. There's no photos.
They're not offering anything like that.
But I just thought that a gangstress, just to get a group of young men together to go out, then to bring all the items back.
Yeah.
She's wielding a lot of power. It's over now, and but those, that nail salon in Jordan Springs, they're the ones that have to go to the insurance company today. That's the.
I mean, the amount of shellac I think they stole from the nail salon. And you know the little things where you put your hand in, it's got a built-in fan to dry your nails?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've got to go do that. I did that once. You do it in Bali or something.
What, a mani-pedi?
Yeah, you always.
Well, there was a crime in that as well.
Or if you go to Thailand, you've got to get the dry skin scratched off your foot as well. What is that called, Jess? What do you do with that?
Exfoliate.
Yeah, it's just a pedicure, isn't it?
Do you know what?
Colour did you go? Fits like a rouge or?
No, I went black. I tried to be emo.
Okay. Can I bring something up? My wife had a crack at me the other day because I bit a fingernail off that was hanging off my thumb, and I left it on the table just next to where we were having a cup of tea.
Yuck.
Right? And I thought, well, I'm not going to leave it on the couch or throw it on the floor, so when I go into the kitchen, I'll put it in the bin. So anyway, she lost her mind over one little fingernail sitting on the table.
Gangstress.
The next morning, I get into the shower. Do you know what she does? She stands in the shower with a file and files the dead skin off her feet and then leaves the dead skin in the shower.
No,
So
but
then
it would have
I
gone
get
down
it-
the drain.
No. The shower's not on,
it's
Fitz.
Kamal. No.
She's just standing in the shower dry, filing the rotten cells of her decomposing skin and then leaves them. So the next morning I get in and it's like gristle and kitty litter and sand under my feet, and she cracks it about one nail compared to the death on the bottom of your feet?
What?
How dare you?
Oh my gosh, he's firing up.
How dare you?
And then when did she go and recruit all those young men to do the break-ins?
That was the following day.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
There is a guest in the studio, Ryan James. Haven't seen him for a while. Love this man.
Detective Galileo is out now. It's Pete Hellier's brand new kids book, and he joins us now. Pete!
Hello, Peter.
Morning, legends. How are we?
Sunshine, so good to see you. What a thrill.
So great to see all your beautiful faces.
Oh, that is so kind of you.
Every single one of you. Beautiful face.
Even Tom?
Not Tom. I only refer to the on-air people. Okay? I don't do off-air.
Okay. I told you before, I'm not doing off-air today.
I'm not this early in the morning.
Okay, I'm sorry, Pete.
So
Now, Pete, you are a celebrated author. I just want to ask, do you have a room of one's own, like Virginia Woolf? Where do you concoct these stories?
The dream is always, Chrissy, that you find a place and you're overlooking a vineyard, and you've got a big oak desk and you're writing and you're inspired. But no, I generally just write when I can because I'm
Kitchen
often
table.
doing often it's a kitchen table because I'm often doing different things at different times. So often I write
Have you ever
late
written
at
a
night.
great line at the Macca's drive-through? Come on.
There's always a great line of the Macca's drive-through.
About 20 deep.
Yeah, oh, mate, don't get me started about nuggets.
Do you know, you always picture that and you hope that when you're in that moment and you're writing something, it's in time going to be considered genius. And people will be able to walk past and go, see that desk in there? He's long gone now, but that's where he wrote Galileo.
Yes. The house will be roped off. It'll be little velvet ropes around.
Yep.
That's where he wrote Galileo.
Yep.
The next room. Let's go to the next room. That's where he wrote Frankie Fish.
Yes. The downstairs toilet.
Yes.
The downstairs toilet will be the one with the rope across
That's
it.
roped off as well.
But I always love the stories of bands that make it. And Jet talk about this, the Australian band, after Get Born, their first album, which was so big, that it was so massive that the record company loved them so much that they said to them, why don't you go and record your next album at in the Bahamas? We'll give you 6 months. They went there and the boys just drank the whole time and didn't come back with any music.
Oh, my gosh.
That was the third Frankie Fish book. I went to the Bahamas. I stayed in the jet room, to be honest.
Hey, you know what, though? When you write a book like Detective Galileo, which I'm holding here, this is the new book, and you've come in to chat about it, but when you're writing something larger like I Love You Too, was the name of the movie you wrote?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
That took about 8 years.
Did it?
Yeah. And that's...
I loved that film.
Thank you. Yes, that was... it's amazing. I saw it recently, bits of it, and you kind of look at it and I kind of forget how many people were in it. Like,
of course.
We had, like, Rose Byrne is in it. Angus Sampson's in it for a second. Hamish is in it. Like, it's Peter Dinklage was in it. One of the main characters just before he did Game of Thrones. So it's kind of a nice little, time capsule. But that takes 8 years. Yeah, a movie.
From a time when free-to-air had budget.
Yes. This is true. That's true.
So, Pete, would you do it again? Like, as you get older? I mean, it's such a huge process to write something like that, a movie, and then go through it, record it, edit it, master it. Would you do it again? Are you still motivated by that?
I am, and I'm writing something now with actually great Australian actor Damon Herriman.
I love that guy.
Yeah, and I went to the Sydney Writers Festival, Sydney Film Festival last night, and saw his movie Together, the opening night film. Fantastic Aussie-made film with Damon and we're kind of working on something together. And what I learned was if you're going to go in and write something like a movie that takes like 8 years, you need to have a hook. You need to have something that you know that there might be a market for it. So that's what I won't go into the idea because it's too early, but that's what I think we have.
That's exciting.
And let's not forget How to Stay Married. That was bloody brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that was, and they had 3 years of How to Stay Married on a commercial network for a half-hour sitcom, which they never make. That was
a clever show.
Pete and I were in a movie together.
Who?
Yeah.
What was that?
Ed Cavali's
Scumbus.
Yeah,
Was that
no,
Scumbus?
not
No, Border
Scumbus.
Security.
No, border security.
Border Security.
And I was
You were very funny.
I was a personal trainer who was on steroids, and Pete and I had to get very angry at Pete.
Oh, mate, it was
I
so
actually
funny.
I had to smash a bottle over Pete's head.
Did you?
Yes.
Because the idea was that you were wearing a wig that was so obviously a wig, and you were getting upset that people were noticing it was a wig.
Is that where the wig fetish started?
That's where it began.
He's got 6 in the office.
Oh, that's not including the merkin.
Oh,
But no, it was.
The downstairs wig.
That was a very hard scene to get through, Fitzy. That was, and you're very good, to be honest.
Right.
I'd like to see you act more, to be honest.
Pete, can we this here, Galileo?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a horse that becomes a detective.
Yes.
Were you looking at the stars one night and just thought, there should be more detective horses out there?
There should be. No,
And I'm going to call it Galileo.
One of my early stand-up comedy ideas was about I noticed a lot of Melbourne Cup winners go on to become police horses, and I thought surely if that's the case, they would try to solve the Farlap mystery. Like that would be the thing they were doing.
I love where your mind's gone.
Yeah, so,
of course.
Yeah, so horses with flashlights in their mouths and going through files, and the DA's on my back, and all that stuff. So, and then 25 years later, it's a book.
My kids
Did
are
you
loving
do a
this.
lot of research? Did you do a lot of research watching back episodes of Mr. Ed, the great Mr. Ed?
Mr. Ed, I listened to obviously a lot of Daryl Braithwaite.
Obviously.
Yeah, there should have been a detective in that song. All right, stick around, Pete. We'll talk more about Galileo, but also Brandman.
Oh, yes.
I know you love the segment.
Brandman.
You rang me last night and said,
Make sure we play Brandman. Make sure.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Sorry, Pat, I do the what they call back announcing in radio.
I'll just check with Tom that we're making sure we play Brandman.
No, spot on,
It's all
Pete.
Brandman. So he's on air now, so he's Tom. It's Tom's not yet.
Thank you for referring to me.
It's all brand. It's all brand, man. It's a pretty boring.
Keeps him regular.
It's a pretty boring game.
So I'll jump in. So I'll do my job again. Olivia
You
Rodrigo.
do your job, Whip.
Yeah, do
Okay,
it.
3,
Olivia
2, 1
Rodrigo.
from the top.
Olivia Rodrigo.
I'll jump in there.
Sorry, sure.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Over to you.
Olivia Rodrigo on Nova. Fitzy Whipper, Kate Ritchie, and Chrissy Swan is here. But the guest,
Olivia Rodrigo.
The guest
here for
is for
Detective Galileo. Her new book.
Okay, but Brandman. Okay, so the idea of Brandman, Pete, is all about slogans, logos.
It's amazing how they get into our heads.
Yeah, commercial pigs we are. Congratulations on the book. You're in here because of Detective Galileo.
Thank you.
You said I
yes.
had to plug the book again.
Please make sure you do every 30 seconds. It's a brand, so it fits in.
Yeah, it is a brand.
It's a brand.
Well,
It is now.
as part of your job, have you actually said the words Peter Hellier joins us or not?
Oh, sorry. Peter Hellier joins us.
All of a sudden I thought you were interviewing Olivia Rodrigo at one point. I'll tell you what.
No.
Speaking of brand, I just saw this. I wrote in some books that I wrote as a kid.
Oh, did you?
And I had my own brand company. This is true. This is actually true.
Look at there, a little folder.
This is my little folder. This is Buried Alive, a book I wrote when I was 8 years old.
Oh, my God, look at this.
Can you see what it says there? Have a look. A little brand,
Peter
little
Hellier.
logo.
Oh, you did make a logo.
Yeah.
Brett's.
No, not Brett's.
Oh.
Read it properly, mate.
Breast.
Oh, Better Books.
Better Books. And there's
Better Books.
And there's one here called Me the Sports Star. And what does it say there? Same thing.
Better Books.
Yeah, Better Books.
As a child, you started a brand called Better Books.
Yes.
Oh my God! Were you the star in the Sports Star?
Well, this
book?
one was based on a character called Peter J. Star.
Right.
And he wins. Michael Jordan sees him playing basketball and enters him in the game on Saturday.
This is hilarious.
Plays for the Celtics versus the Lakers. Now Jordan didn't play for either of those teams.
That is hilarious. Okay.
But Brandman. So hopefully there's a Better Books brand question in there.
I don't think one snuck into the top 10 of questions.
Okay.
Oh,
Which publishing company was 2 books and done?
Yeah.
Was it Better Books?
Actually, there was 5. There was 5
Oh,
or 6.
mate, this is really cute. Did you do the drawings?
I
and
did the
everything?
drawings. Yeah, it's Colin Nigel McNerd.
Oh my God! This story is about an ordinary boy.
Tell you what,
who
I
lives
wish
in an
I'd known
ordinary
about
town.
Better Books at the time because I wrote my own cookbook called Classic Cooking by C. Swan in 1986.
Wow.
And I could have pitched it to Better Books to publish.
Better Books, because our culinary arm was lacking, to be honest, at Better Books.
Oh, I love that, Pete. All right, here we go with the official Brandman
let's do
questions.
it.
Got 10 of them. Don't worry about your name as your buzzer. Just yell out the answer if you know it. Simple as that. Here we go.
Better Books.
No, not one of the questions. Which beverage brand's mascot is a polar bear?
Bundaberg.
Bundaberg.
Chrissy Swan. See what I mean? She's very good, Peter.
Yep.
They do the most wonderful soft drinks.
Do
Just
they?
a community
Okay.
service announcement. Yes.
All right,
Mars
Chrissy
Bar also
Swan.
used to hold there for a bit.
That's not the answer,
Could be
Pete.
Mars Bar.
Here we go.
Could have
Fortescue
been.
Metals Group.
Half a point to Pete.
Fortescue Metals Group is run by Andrew Forrest. What is his nickname?
Twiggy.
Yep, Twiggy.
Good get.
Thank you.
Okay, Peter. What was Qantas's original... Oh, sorry. What was Qantas originally an acronym for?
Queensland and Northern Territory Air Service.
Aerial Services, yes, correct.
Yeah, I
Chrissy
was
Swan.
going to say aerial, so
You
point for
were.
me.
Okay, so another half a point.
Yeah, half a point.
Oh, my God.
They all count. It's a
You're
little-
flying, Pete. Okay, what colours are on the JB Hi-Fi logo?
Black and yellow. Yep.
So,
Yellow and
more,
black.
more Chrissy Swan than...
No, pretty really close.
No, it was definitely me.
Oh,
Come
seriously!
But there was-
He's so angry. I feel like I could
Turn
throw.
it
I feel so angry. I feel like I could throw a brick through the JB Hi-Fi window right now.
He's slashing prices, Pete.
Did you? You know what? The last time I was at JB Hi-Fi was Christmas Eve.
Buying a drone.
Panic buying gifts for my sons, and my hideous council gave me a parking ticket 4 p.m. Christmas Eve.
That
What
is a
bunch of
crime.
assholes.
Well said, Chrissy Swan. I'll
I
just...
should throw a brick through their window.
Well, I'll just get you to watch your language and your violence during Brown Man. Here we go. Grace Brothers rebranded to what in 2004?
Maya?
Yes, correct, Peter. Oh my God, you're on fire.
Thank you.
Well done,
Okay.
Pete.
Which male Aussie celebrity can be heard in this ad?
Tell them the taste of OTs is fully sick.
Are you sure?
Go on.
Simon Baker.
No.
Says the taste is fully sick.
God, I didn't think we'd struggle with this.
Is it Heath Ledger?
No.
Are we in the ballpark? Or is it?
No.
Is it an actor? Could you get one more time?
I'm
Yeah,
normally
go
good at
again.
this.
Tell them the taste of OTs is fully sick.
Are you sure?
Go on.
Is it Tommy Williams?
No.
Says the taste is fully sick.
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
Don't you remember Fully Sick? It was a breakfast cereal.
It's not Will. It's not Will, is it? It's not Will.
No. And it was a sports star.
It was a
I
sports
thought you
star.
said it was an actor.
Clem.
I said celebrity.
Michael
Which
Clem.
Australian celebrity, not Michael Clem.
What sport?
Thorpe?
Ian Thorpe, Ryan James, you're on the board.
Oh, fully sick, of course.
Yeah, fully
Thorpe.
sick,
Fully
Thorpe.
sick.
Oh my
Play
God.
it again now that we know the answer.
Tell them the taste of OTs is fully sick.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, I can hear that. I
classic,
did
Ian.
Celebrity Masterchef.
Says the
with Thorpe.
taste is
I
fully
recognise
sick.
Did the Amazing Race? Okay. Should have known.
What does the NRMA stand for?
National Roadside
Royal
Motor
Association.
Association.
Pete Hellier, congratulations, National Roads and Motorists Association.
Thank you.
You're flying, Pete. Here we go.
Thank you.
Which brand was this famous Aussie ad for?
Carlton Draft.
Correct,
yeah.
Ryan James.
Yes.
Welcome.
Gosh, so good.
To round it out, and the
Thought his
answer.
mic wasn't working.
The answer to this one is not Better Books. Sorry, Pete.
Okay.
What is the most trusted brand in Australia for the third year running?
Cotties.
No.
I was hoping to be a Cotties, you know, the jingle. My dad picks his nose to go see Cotties.
Coles.
Melody.
Coles.
No.
Brand, Australian
Makes
brand.
the gooby juice.
But I like best.
Well,
No.
it's not Qantas and it's not Woolworths.
You know what it
It's
is,
what it's,
Swanee.
What's the most trusted
brand?
Yeah, I lived there.
It's not Better Books.
Swanee's got
Hang
a
on.
card for it.
Swiss, Toblerone.
Bunnings! Bunnings Warehouse!
Yeah, they'll beat it.
Bunnings every single time.
Congratulations on the relaunch of Better Books.
Thank you very much.
Also, Detective Galileo, Pete Hellier, thank you for coming in.
Thanks, legends.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Extraordinary story out of Piermont, and it's not how many times you go and have a wee, Whipper.
Oh, okay. Nothing to do with the poo jogger that was attacking Piermont not long ago.
No.
I've
Piermont seems to
apologised.
be a hive for unusual activity. A girl who lives here with her boyfriend came home after a few weeks away, and there was a shirtless man in her living room living in her apartment.
What do you mean?
How long was
She's
she away
taken
for?
photographs. She was away for a week or so. She's taken photographs. This guy is as comfortable as hell. He's got just a pair of shorts on, hanging out in her apartment, which, by the way, Denora, is a total mess.
Okay, clean your apartment, Denora, or was it the new
I don't
guy?
want to judge, but holy dooly.
Right. So did they know each other in any way, Swanee?
No. A strange man. And he was so relaxed. He's been listening to her music. I mean, there wasn't a scuffle. It's the weirdest thing. He just moved in. And I imagine that is a very alarming situation to find yourself in.
What's his rig like? Should we get him to the singles party or no?
Well, yeah, he's actually
He's not bad, is he?
He's very well put together. He sort of looks like. Do you remember the
was he a
Brute 33 ad with the guy? Look at me, look at
Oh,
me.
yeah, Old
Here I am."
Spice. Yeah.
Old Spice, yeah. He looks a bit like him.
Okay.
Has a beard.
Was he apologetic? Was he did he say, sorry, I thought you weren't here at all? Or did he, just in that moment, or was he like, what are you doing in my joint?
Grab a seat.
It is the most unusual thing because also Denora had not fully moved into the apartment, which probably explains the mess. But he'd started to unpack for her.
Oh, that's kind.
Which brings me to a situation that could only happen to my mother, Patty Swan.
Oh, here we go. What's Patty
The
done?
weirdest things always happen to her. By her own admission, she's like, I just don't know why out of everybody in the world these things continue to happen to me. Yeah. So she came home to her house one time and she heard voices in her kitchen.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look, she never locks the door, so it's anyone's guess who that could have been. She just forgets, darling. I just forget. Anyway, she walks in and she says, hello, who's there? And two women say, we're here. She walks into the kitchen. She sees two women in the process of packing up her house.
What?
The boxes are out. They have their masking tape guns.
Yeah, right.
And they've been going all morning.
So they were working for a company.
The living room is full of boxes,
What?
labelled, and they were currently working through the pantry. And Mum said, What are you doing? You cannot. I'm not moving. What happened? Anyway, they had gotten the wrong address.
Amazing.
Oh. The people next door had organised for professional movers to come and pack up their stuff because they were moving on. Mum was not moving on, had no intention. And Mum said, you're going to have to unpack all this stuff. I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, the women were very angry because they had spent all morning packing up this house.
Oh, no.
And in their fury, they delivered the most iconic line that has automatically been added into Swan folklore.
Yeah.
They looked at Mum, and as they started slashing open the boxes and putting back the canned goods and packets of mac and cheese or whatever Mum had in her pantry, they looked her dead in the eye and they said, by the way, you've got too much food for one person.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.